to the LAX airport just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. A dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down around the 44 after a pickup of only a yard. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's Nix. Got an open man. It's McLeod. Oh, good move. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ray McLeod, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
The kicker on.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7. Chargers 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Set, go.
On the ground, this is Amari Hampton. And space tough to come by there, so he get maybe a yard to the 37.
They suspected it was a power play with the middle coming out, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8.
Set.
Again, it's Hampton. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things out.
I don't need it as much.
No, they wanted it more and more. They they're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The Chargers had 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's complete. It's Loud McConkey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to Hampton on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know he is tough to run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Larry McConkey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Now, on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs for different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
7-7, our score after one.
Brings up second and 7 at the Chargers' 14-yard line.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. A run once more with Hampton. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact and all of time there. And now 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. On 4th down, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Hampton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Set. Field. 380. Set.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Set. 380. Yeah. Set.
Hampton. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. at the Broncos' 1-yard line.
They'll toss right side to Hampton. And he will get in across the jump for a Chargers touchdown. Hampton, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10.
Broncos 10.
Dicker field goal. He's back out, ready to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. I got too many plays. I don't even play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Next to the air. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Mims in motion right. To throw is Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and give it to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. In motion goes McLeod. Now it's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14.
17. Chargers 14.
Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Kill.
A final shot before break. Nix. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So from the 37, here's second down and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Herbert. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 56 yards. And the Chargers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Broncos 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Dawson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Second and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Oh, my son, go with him. Ready. 180.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown, Denver.
Evan Ingram from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Makes the score.
Going after right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they kind of keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll check this one down to Hampton. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now 3rd down and 7. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, he has a control. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Black 8. Ready.
Give here to Hampton. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll work inside here. Hampton. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hampton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the give, this is Hampton. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
5-9. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now it's Hampton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you, at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off.
And he's in for a Trojan touchdown. Marion Hampton, 14 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
For the Chargers.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
There's no doubt, Glenn, that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix.
There's no play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that last year instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. 2nd and 10.
380. Let's go.
Now the
fan favorite. This is Carson Steele. And he'll get this one out to about his 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Ellis. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Chargers 42. Broncos 24. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And it's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Here's Nix. This is Sutton making the catch on a comeback route. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Nix. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.